Okay, so the ingredients that we left off with, the ingredients that we need for the hydrogen gas generator is hydrochloric acid. For the oxygen gas generator, we need hydrogen peroxide to actually generate that gas. So, right now I'm going to make sure I have the rest of my equipment. I have a pipette ball marked in sixths because I need to figure out the optimal amount of hydrogen and oxygen to create the biggest combustion reaction. So, I have a beaker filled with water. We are going to collect this gas by water displacement. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to fill up this ball. I'm going to squeeze it just like you guys know how to do. Squeeze it before I put it in. I'm going to put it all the way in. And I'm going to collect until it's full of water. Okay, not quite full of water. Make sure it gets all the water I possibly can. Okay, boom. This is a ball filled with water. That water is going to be displaced by gas in just a minute. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, now in order to generate this gas mixture, I am going to need a couple things. I'm going to need a couple of pipettes. I'm going to go and grab those right now. Got my two pipettes. Pipettes are obviously very important. And I'm going to start my gas generation. First generator I'm going to start is my oxygen gas generator. I'm going to take off the top. I'm going to put in my hydrogen peroxide. I'm going to fill it up till it's about 1 milliliter below the top of the test tube. My hydrogen peroxide solution. I'm going to put that aside so I don't spill it anywhere. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put my top back on. You can see a chemical reaction is starting to take place. We have bubbles forming. I'm going to put my gas generator top back on, and I'm going to end up collecting that gas in my pipette ball. Next, I have to start up my hydrogen gas generator. I'm going to open up my hydrochloric acid solution.
Hydrochloric acid?
I'm going to put in my hydrochloric acid gas. I should be wearing gloves right now because this is a very dangerous gas, but note that I am wearing goggles. And I'm doing a very careful job to make sure I'm not going to get any of this on my body because that would be very dangerous. Okay.
And it hurt a lot.
So I've got hydrogen. As you can see, if I touch this, it is hot. This test tube is getting very, very warm, which is an interesting result. I'm going to let these go for about a minute so that they get all the air out of the test tubes. We can see, look at this, you can see smoke coming out of this one. This is hydrogen gas being generated, and here we have oxygen gas being generated. Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and start filling with gas. I'm going to try to see if a 1/6 oxygen gas, 5/6 hydrogen gas mixture will produce some kind of combustion reaction. So let's see what's going to happen here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pop on. You know what? I'm going to switch. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to switch these because this generator is not working so good. Switch to this one. This one's better. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and hop on my bulb. Okay, so we're going to see bubbles. So there we go. We see bubbles start to enter. Those bubbles are the oxygen gas. They are displacing the water. So as the bubbles enter, we see we have 1/6 of gas. 1/6, that is oxygen gas in there. The rest is water. Stephanie, I'm going to need you as assistant. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put this on my hydrogen gas generator. Okay? I'm going to start collecting hydrogen gas. There we go. Look at all that gas coming. Light. We've got a lot of gas coming through. Okay, now eyes over here, Brandon. Okay. Stephanie's lit this, and let's see if we have a... Okay, not a big reaction. Let's try that one more time. Okay? She's going to keep that lit. I'm going to refill the...
Hey, sir, could you maybe make this into a bottle rocket or something?
You could potentially make this into a bottle rocket. I'm going to go ahead and refill this thing right here. Look at our gas generators, they're going crazy. Look at that hydrogen gas generator. Look at that reaction here, that chemical reaction. It's hot. It is a hot test tube right now. Okay, I've got my test tube filled once again. I'm going to try that again. Let's see if we can get a little bit better reaction out of there. You got to make sure that you, okay, so we're going to fill it with oxygen gas. We have oxygen gas being generated. Okay, we've got about 1.5 parts oxygen. And we're going to try to get, are you ready, Stephanie?
Yes.
Light, light, light. Okay, Brandon, eyes over here. And that's a combustion reaction that you might see, eyes up here, you might see in this lab. So everyone, I want you to go ahead and do the pre-lab now that you have an idea of what you're going to be doing on Wednesday and Thursday. Remember, your goal is to find the best ratio of hydrogen and oxygen that you can use to create the biggest combustion reaction. That means the biggest explosion. Enjoy. Chem 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're all my favorite classes. You guys know that. And let's dominate this lab on Wednesday and Thursday. Later.